How did you get in?
The door was open.
Aye, well, you can shut it on the way out.
I'll think about it. Fetch Terry for us, I haven't got all day.
I'll deal with this, Betty.
Gonna chuck me out again, are you?
If necessary. I think I made myself clear last night.
First time anyone's seen the landlord of the Woolpack in a sweat. Didn't know you had it in you, Alan.
There are a lot of things you don't know, Tina. Perhaps you'd like me to explain them again?
I've just come to collect me stuff.
The sooner you get your belongings off my premises, the better.
Yeah, well, you could have given me them last night, couldn't you? But no, you were too busy pushing me out the door. I could press charges, you know.
Really? You like to go and collect your goods?
Still in Terry's room, are they? Or did you get a taste for wearing miniskirts while you were in France?
They are where you left them.
In that case, I know where to go.
I'll just make sure that she does.
Where have you been?
I were in cellar.
Oh, yes, there's always a lot of work to do down there.
I thought I heard Tina's voice.
You did. That cellar is only so big, you know. You can't hide forever.
Cheers.
I tell you, I'm not looking forward to this christening.
Yeah, well, Kim's going to love every minute of it.
I know. I can just see her standing next to Kathy, smiling at Vicar.
And laughing at you?
Wish I was 100 miles away.
Have you said up to Frank?
Not yet. Well, I can't leave it any longer.
You're going to resign, aren't you?
If I don't, Kathy will never be able to trust me. It's the only way I can prove to her that I've finished with Kim.
Yeah, but you know exactly what Kim will do.
I know. She'll put someone else in Aldgate's farm.
Yeah, and your dad'll be a labourer for the rest of his life and he'll never own his own farm.
Hey, shut it. Nick's here. Hey, up.
You off already?
Aye, just following orders. I'll see you later.
See you later. Here, Biff. Have you got the keys for the office? I've got a little scheme I want to settle. What sort of scheme? Nothing much. Just something to hassle Frank Tate. Help him take his mind off the dingles. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I want to get the list of the shoot party clients. And then I'm going to phone them all up and tell them that the shoot's off. What do you want to do that for? Well, it'll be a laugh, won't it? Are you mad? Tate'll sack you. He won't, because he won't know who did it. Nick, he's not stupid. He'll soon suss it out. Oh, look, just loosen up, will you? It's only just a bit of fun. Look, get Frank Tate jumping up and down. Distract him from the dingles. Now, come on, give us the keys. No need. Door's already open. Excellent.
I finished the accounts. The wages have been paid. There's no outstanding deliveries. Everything's up to date.
And the cellar's tidy.
Yes.
Tell me, Tina Dingle, what did you think you were doing?
Well, you know what it's like, Al. She gave me the old come on, and I fell for it.
She's half your age.
Well, she kept coming in night after night. She's hard to ignore.
How long's Britt been gone?
I was lonely.
And you were prepared to put your job on the line?
You're not going to give us a sack, are you, Al?
Well, I've got every right to. You turned this place into a campaign headquarters.
I'm sorry.
I thought I could trust you, Terry.
You can, Al. Oh, come on. Let's put all this behind us, eh?
Well, fair's fair. The takings are up. Happy Hour was a success. There's been no permanent harm done.
No.
Except to your reputation.
It won't happen again. I mean, if you hadn't chucked Tina out, I would have done.
Really?
Oh, I'd had enough. You do me a favour.
Well, then perhaps you'd like to do me one. Get back to work.
Certainly. Nothing would give us greater pleasure.
I doubt that.
Tell you what, ma'am, Alan Turner didn't know where to put himself. I walked in there and I said, right, you, get upstairs and pack all my stuff into a suitcase.
What was that Terry Woods doing, just standing there watching?
Use your sense, ma'am. He can't lose his job, can he? He's got to keep on the right side of Turner.
Well, I think he let you down. He's all now from trousers.
Yeah, well, he's no use to me without money, is he?
No, I suppose not. Where's that stack of 20-pence pieces? I put them there on the sideboard. Butch,
I never touched them.
jump up and down.
Why?
Jump up and down, you lying toad.
Why?
Jump! Put it on the table.
Oh, we'll keep it as a surprise.
Well, it's not a surprise to me, because I know what you're like.
Hey, some of that's mine.
Not anymore.
Let me keep the Irish, then I can get rid of them.
This is dingle money.
And I am a dingle.
That's not all you are.
Hey, how much do we make?
About 100 quid.
Well, if we do have to move, that'll put some petrol in the van.
We're not moving.
I said if.
Oh, hello, Eric. Come in, sit down. Tina, go and put the kettle on.
No, I'm fine. Don't trouble yourself, Tina. I just came to drop off these placards. Oh, and to congratulate Mrs. Dingle on her radio debut.
Ah, she were good, weren't she?
Yes, very impressive. You'll have got Tate worried, you can be sure of that.
Just so long as we keep him worried.
We will. We'll make him take notice. In the meantime, I'd like you all to help Sam finish these placards. The sooner they're done, the sooner we can get the next stage underway.
What do we have to do?
It's perfectly simple. Excuse me. Local homes for local people. All right?
Come in. Take a look at this, Ned.
Would you let them use your bathroom?
Well, you'd be quicker hosing them down. Got a high-pressure pump out there.
Don't tempt me. I wouldn't mind turning on the lot of them. The mothers would go balmy.
Right, bathroom it is then. Up the stairs, first on the right.
Said they fell off a gate.
About Linda. With any luck, it won't be long before you're all in the new place. You'll all have to muck in to get the thing going. Forget your troubles.
I don't think it is just somewhat that you can shove to the back of your mind.
Not going yet, are you? You'll be far too early.
Yep, I've got a few things to sort out before I go to church, people to see.
What, in your best clothes?
Aye, why not? I'll see you later, Mum.
Bye, love.
See you, lass.
Yeah, bye. Shall I make you a drink?
No, I'm all right.
No, you don't look it. I can always phone Alan Turner, you know, say I'm not coming in.
Go to work.
I'd rather stay here with you.
I want to be on my own.
Come on,
Just leave me alone, please.
It's the christening, isn't it? There'll always be babies, Linda. You'll see them in the prams. You can't forget what's happened. You're just going to have to live through it.
I don't need you telling me what I'm thinking.
No. No, maybe you don't.
It can't have been easy for Kathy to agree to be godmother.
Well, if she can accept us as we are, it's about time a few other people did.
Right. Can you think of anything else we need? Looks like it's all here.
Napkins.
Oh, I knew I'd forget something. You should have had the reception at Home Farm. Frank and Kim would have called caterers in.
Yeah, turned it into another Tate Enterprises sideshow.
We wanted to do this ourselves.
Our way.
I mean, this might be not as grand as what Frank would like, but we've had fun getting it together.
You can book caterers. You just have to pick up the phone.
And the bill.
Yeah, that's money, not Karen.
People, homes, local for local. I thought I told you to put all the words on every placard.
I'm not good with letters.
Thanks. Jan, can I have a quick word?
Yes,
I just wondered how Linda is.
Well, I don't seem to be able to get through to her.
Well, is she up to having visitors?
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I suppose it would do her good, help take her out of herself.
Well, we all need that from time to time, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll see you in church.
Are you mad? It's going to cost Tates a fortune.
So what?
They can afford it. They can't. Shoot's their biggest earner. What should I care? Because they'll find out it with you. How? Who's got access to the office?
So you're on your own now, then, eh?
Aye, tragic, isn't it?
I'm fancy free myself.
Well, we might have to do something about that.
You got anything in mind?
Might have.
Well, I'll come back after the demonstration then, shall I?
No, I wouldn't bother with demonstration. You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Any danger of getting served around here?
What do you think?
Oh, you know what we think.
Oh, he looks gorgeous. It's a beautiful gown. Even Jack must have looked good in it.
Yeah, well, not as good as this little fella.
Come on, it's time we were off.
Yeah, see you in church.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
See
See you later.
Bye.
I'm so excited.
I know you'd have liked Joe to be here.
We all would have.
He'd have been proud of you. Proud of you both. But he wouldn't have loved you as much as I do. And always will.
Oh, Chris.
Then give Frank your notice. Show Kim you've finished with her. If you don't, she'll never leave you alone.
I know.
She won't stop your mum and dad taking over the farm.
She will. She means what she says.
But it's our future that's important to me.
And to me? But you're asking me to turn me back on my own parents.
If you don't, Dave, there is no point in us carrying on.
Right. I'll see you at christening. I've got to worry.
Where are you going?
Home farm. I've just about got time to get there before Frank leaves for church.
What, you going to tell him?
Yeah. I'm going to hand him my notice. Just hope you realise what you're asking.
An unexpected pleasure.
Frank, I need to talk to you.
You certainly choose your moments.
It's important.
Isn't it always?
I've got something that needs to be said.
As a matter of fact, Dave, so have I. One or two things about the running of this place for a start. There's staff hanging
Go into the office.
Dave, it doesn't matter where we go. The problem is the same. I will not pay people to sit around. Now listen, lad. Forget sentiment. If we're overstaffed, then someone's going to have to go.
Well, there's no need to do that.
This can wait till tomorrow. Christening's in half an hour.
What now? I've got to speak to Dave. It's urgent.
Is something wrong?
No, a message from Jan, that's all. I was wrong. There's no need for you to say anything to Frank.
Yes, there is. I should have done it weeks ago. It's not fair on you.
Don't resign. All I wanted was to know that you were prepared to.
I don't love Kim.
I know that now. And you're right. Your family needs the farm. They deserve it.
What if she tells Frank?
She can do as she likes. She can't break us up. That's all I care about.
Do you mean that?
Look at that. Brings back memories. There's nothing like it. We should do a bit ourselves. You still fancy me, don't you?
Yes, I know your mother's gone to work. It's you I came to see.
Me?
Yes, I thought about you a lot while I was away, and then I came back and heard what had happened.
Talk of the village, am I?
I just wondered if there was anything I could do to help.
Like what?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, there's no point in you being here then.
You must be feeling very low.
Must I?
And you've been through a great deal.
Yes.
No one really understands.
No.
But there are people who can help.
I've had enough of people giving me advice and telling me how I should feel and how I should react. I've had enough.
I'm sorry.
Oh, just go, Mr. Turner. Leave me alone.
I do apologise. I didn't mean to upset you.
I want to be by myself. Go away.
I'm so sorry.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is my grandson's christening.
Come on, Frank, let's get inside.
What, and leave these idiots to wreck the service?
The vicar won't allow that.
We respect the house of God.
You don't know the meaning of the word. You're desecrating church property.
And if it's one thing you know about, it's property, isn't it?
Frank.
Yes, Pollard, I do know about property. I know what's mine and what's someone else's.
Only when there's money to be made.
Right, that's
Frank! Are you going to fight, or are you going to christen your grandchild? Come on.
Local homes for local people. Local homes for local people.
Local homes for local people. Local homes for local people.
Hey up. Look at this lot.
It's marvellous.
Well, keep your mouth shut and point your nose in direction of altar.
All in good time.
Now!
It won't keep us steady.
Local people.
Linda? Is It's me, Biff.
Locals, the local people.
Hey, look, it's Frank Tate's henchman. Yes, sir, no, sir. 3 bags full, sir.
Oh, look. Oh, isn't he lovely?
Aye, very nice.
He's got his dad's nose, hasn't he?
Who is his dad?
Cartload of dingles. Doesn't worry me.
Don't say anything, Jack.
Layabouts and dead legs, that's all they are.
Just don't make a fuss. This is a christening.
Tell that mob. If they were squatting on my land, they'd have more to worry about than Frank Tate's lawyers.
Why didn't you open the door?
I didn't want to see anyone.
Not even me?
No, not even you.
Well, I'll go then, shall I? I can see that you're busy.
I'm not really. It's a letter. Sort of.
You're writing to Danny Weir, aren't you?
No. I'm writing to his baby. Oh, go on, say it.
I'll say what?
That I must be mad. There is no baby.
There isn't.
Not anymore. But there should have been. I want to explain what happened. Why I got rid of it. Oh, I know I never gave it a chance. But I want it to know that I didn't mean it any harm. That I didn't want to hurt it, really. But I couldn't see any other way. It's daft, isn't it? Writing to something that doesn't exist. I never gave it a name. I just left it in the hospital. You see, if there was a grave, there'd be somewhere I could go. Somewhere I could say I was sorry. I suppose it doesn't make any sense to you.
Yeah, of course it does. Listen, everything's gonna be all right.
It won't, Biff. It won't be all right until I can get this out of my head.
That's another one for the album.
Don't put the camera away. We haven't got one of godson and godparents.
Kathy, love, that's your turn.
Over by the window.
There we go. Come on.
There you are.
Hang on. Come on. There we go.
You might have had the grace to tell us what to expect.
Everyone's allowed the right to demonstrate, Frank.
Not if it means turning your son's day into a sideshow, it isn't.
They weren't on the church grounds. They didn't interfere with the christening.
Only just.
There was nothing I could do about it.
Even if you wanted to.
Emmerdale certainly produces beautiful babies.
Oh, it always has done. We're noted for it.
And at least this little lad didn't cry out way through the ceremony like most of them do.
No, he's a smasher. Hey, I propose a toast to baby Joseph.
And I'll second it. To baby Joseph.
Baby Joseph.
Baby Joseph.
Well, I think we can call that protest a roaring success, eh?
It were great. There were no good-looking women, though. Can't we get a bit of Crumpet to join in next time?
Just you keep your mind on what matters.
You ready, Tina?
Ready for what?
Eric's dropping me off at the wool pack.
Thought you were bad.
From upstairs, I am. Alan Turner still has to pour me drinks, though.
Can me and our Sam come with you?
If you've got your own beer money, you can.
We've got something else to get stuck into, haven't we? Have we? Oh, yeah, we have, haven't we? Come on, then. Yeah.
Ta-ra. Right, well, I'll say good night. Tina?
Night, Dad. Mum.
See you all.
Right. Well, we're on our own.
Ah, sure we are.
Hey, do you remember when we was courting and we had to walk miles out into the countryside just to get a few minutes to ourselves?
Yeah.
Isn't it romantic? What's happened?
Flaming lights have gone out, that's what's happened.
Oh, I bet it's that old gate. I bet he's not paid his electric bill.
Ah, well, he's dead, isn't he? He's got eternal light these days.
That's no need for him to pull the plug on us, though.
He'd have put plug on us years ago if they'd known we had a cable through all. I bet Frank Tate's behind this.
Oh, go and fix it, Zach.
On my own, how can I?
Why? Would you rather stop here with me?
I suppose I had better check that electric. We're nearly there. Where are we? Never mind.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, take that dreadful thing away.
It's a good luck charm, is that?
You don't know where it's been.
It's a rabbit's foot. It's been on end on a rabbit's leg.
Thanks, Seth. It was a kind thought.
You see, Rachel's got more sense than you.
What is he like? Well, we'll be off now, love. Thanks for a lovely do.
Thanks, Beth.
Ta-ra, everybody.
Bye.
Cheers, Seth.
Bye, Seth.
See you.
How's the catering empire?
Fine, thanks.
Ah, it's early days yet.
Yes.
Right, Kim. Ready when you are. The others are going down to the wall pack. Do you want to join them?
Oh, I'd rather go home.
So would I. Wall pack's where the dingoes streak. I think I've seen enough of them for one day.
I thought we'd left that subject behind.
You may have done, son, but I haven't.
Frank, let's go.
See you tomorrow.
Just like old times. You and Frank having a go at each other. Well, not quite like old times. No, I'm glad you and Rachel are happy here.
Well, I'm glad we can at least be friends.
And we'll all be celebrating again soon when you and David get wed.
Hold on to it, you daft cap! God, how much longer? You've got to wait until the cement sets. How many holes are they on golf course? 18. How many more we got to do? 16. Great.
Are you still here?
It's not my bedtime yet.
Oh, you told me you liked mature women.
Oh, I do, darling. Make no mistake.
Terry's like a 20-year-old. That's all I can do to keep up with him.
You amaze me.
I amaze a lot of people.
I can't think why.
I missed you last night, Terry. I was cold and lonely.
Life isn't all wine and roses.
If you give me the key, I can make myself comfortable at the cottage.
I think you better come round to the back room.
Did you say the back room, Terry?
I did.
Excuse me, Alan. You get the sack, you will.
No, I won't.
Did you see Turner's face?
Look, Tina, I don't want to be involved.
Involved?
With you.
You don't want to be involved with me?
Got it in one. You cramped my style.
You throwing me out?
No, Al already did that. You know where the door is. Hey, you get over it, darling.
Will I?
Ah, you get a new fella.
Is that a fact?
You'll forget it soon enough.
Sooner than you will.
What sort of wood's that you're chopping? Terry woods?
Never gave him a thought, Mum.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I say I've heard he likes a good knees up.
Not anymore, he don't.
I'm just sorry it's the Dingles we're fighting for. There's such a load of layabouts.
Well, just keep thinking of the principle. It's ordinary folk telling big business people that they can't always get their own arrogant way. You coming to the meeting tonight?
Oh, yes, I'll be there, all right. If only to see if that layer of dust gone any thicker in the living room.
It's terrible. I'll see you later.
Hey, now, if you'd have got up when I told you you'd been able to eat your breakfast in comfort, have you had enough?
Yeah, cheers, Betty. I'll see you later.
How's young Linda Glover?
Well as can be expected, I suppose. And we're going to go and skive off and see her in my break, but I'm not going to upset Frank anymore.
Bev, have you been living in the same house as Seth Armstrong and learnt naught? He's got a PhD in skiving, has Seth. Now, you sneak off and see her, but you don't get caught.
Morning, David. Sleep well?
Fine, thanks.
Dream of anybody in particular?
I don't dream. I'm too knackered.
Oh, I bet you do. All those repressed thoughts, all that front you had to put on at the christening, pretending all's well with the fiancé, while all the time you were thinking of the good times in bed with me.
Kim, please don't talk like that.
Just a matter of time before you crack, David. We're good for each other, as you well know.
Ah, Dave. Things are getting a bit sloppy around here. I'm sick of seeing people hanging around with nothing to do.
Well, I seem to have my hands full most of the time.
It seems to me we've got too many staff with time on their hands. Perhaps we should have laid a few more off at the end of the holiday season.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Get a grip on it, man. Get a few backsides kicked. I want to see them on the job or out of it, all right?
OK, Frank.
Frank, there's been some vandalism at the golf course. The holes have been filled in.
Damn. That'll be the blasted dingles. They're worse than a boil on the backside. Sort it out, Dave. You better give them a hand, Nick. I've got enough to sort out here.
He's going to have another heart attack. He wants to try and calm down a bit.
Yes. Well, you heard the man. Get on the job.
Oh, I'm sick of this!
Stop your shouting, that won't solve anything.
No light, no telly, no hot water.
Butcher's boiling a kettle on brazier.
I want hot water from the tap like everybody else.
Should have stayed at Woolpack then with your boyfriend.
Shut it, Sam. You know that Terry Woods is almost as big a prat as you are.
How's about that? As much boiling water as we need and costing us now.
Well, it cost us naught before, did it, when you were fiddling the lecky?
All right, at least you got the water.
Yeah, well, that's all we've got.
What are you talking about? We'll be building the barricades soon, defending what's ours. Eh? We'll fight and we'll win. Right, lads?
Right.
And it's worth fighting for, is it?
Of course it is. If we get evicted, what'll happen to all our stuff? We can't afford storage and all that. This is me and your mum's life, is this? All our memories, eh, Nell? What's to do, Nelly?
What's to do? Dad, look at the state of us and you're asking what's up. We've had enough, that's what.
Can't stand striking women. We're going to have to get that electric back on. Go and get your wellies, and I'll see if I can find some rubber glove for our Sam.
Why me?
Because you're the bravest of us.
Well, it's definitely Dingles. Making our job awkward for us at the moment. Frank ain't gonna like this one.
Well, at least we won't have to worry about the flagpoles getting nicked.
We'll have to get Greenkeep to sink a new hole. Do you think I should ring police?
Don't be daft, Dave. Don't you think you're going to look a bit stupid if you start taking it that far?
Still can't see why we don't just break into the house and connect up like before.
Aye.
Because, thickheads, they found out about that, but they don't know there's power in here. Now, that meter's ancient, so it should be no problem for you.
I don't know what to do, Dad.
Don't worry, son, I'll be right behind you.
Right, thanks very much. It's sorted. Bailiffs move in 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Good. Once the Dingles are out, people will soon start getting things back to normal. Oh, do the bailiffs know there'll be opposition?
Yes, and that's their problem. It's what I'm paying them for.
Just break the lead seal. Nothing's going to happen doing that.
I'm frightened of the electric.
Oh, don't be so soft. Give me the cutters, I'll show you how it's done.
No, that's the gas main. Shut that valve off down there.
We're not going to get gassed, are we?
Of course not. We've every chance of dying of starvation, though, if we're here much longer. Right, that's it, seal's off. Now, take that fuse out. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Don't come near me with that! Put it in that hole there! Right, it's all right. At least now we know where we're going wrong. Right, it must be the other way around.
Dad hasn't got a clue what he's started, has he?
If by that you mean you think he's wrong, I totally agree with you.
I mean, he's no chance coming up against you when you're in full tilt, that's what.
You don't mind me doing this, do you?
Mine? No, I think it's great. There's nothing I like better than the woman I love behaving exactly the way she wants to. Just don't go putting yourself or Joseph at risk, that's all.
Of course I won't. Right, we best be off. We're putting up the barricades later. Hey, don't go revealing any of our secrets up at home farm.
Look, I don't mind loaning you to the crusade, as your organisational genius is obviously needed, but I expect more than a peck on the cheek before you go.
Mm-hmm. I thought you chopped him out of your mind.
No man's worth worrying more than a morning for. But Terry Woods, I mean, honest.
Never been dumped before, Mum.
Ah, well, it might not be your last time, neither. Oh, I wish I was young and single.
Can't imagine you young and single, Mum.
Thanks very much.
No, I just mean, like, it's as if you and Dad were born married.
Oh, don't you believe it? All the lads was chasing after me once, yes, till your father chased them off. That was his idea of courting, you know. You take a lesson from me.
Still, you wouldn't be without him, would you?
What choice have I got? Stuck here, all me dreams trampled in the pig muck. I always wanted to travel, you know. See exotic places like Paris, Venice, Pavarotti in Italy.
Mum, is that you?
Yes, we've all got a bit of Shirley Valentine in us, you know. Right, come on, we better start making these butties. They'll be here to build a barricade soon. Right. Do you know what? I just wish they'd have left us alone.
Don't worry, Mum. We'll beat him.
Aye, but he's got money and power, don't you forget that.
Looks like we got the power back ourselves.
Oh, I hope our Sam ain't plugged himself into National Grid.
If this feud lasts, the warring factions are going to drink in the same pub and we could lose business. The locals are our bread and butter, not passing tourists.
Here endeth the lesson.
Ah, here cometh the customer. Oh.
I thought it'd be this time at week again. You're not going to waste any of that lot, are you?
I don't know how you always know when it's pump cleaning day, sir. Would you care for a pint on the house?
What a splendid suggestion, Mr. Turner. I see you've got hot and curry here.
Yes, I was just saying to Terry. I wouldn't like to place any bets on who's going to win this little battle.
Me neither. Especially as it seems that Betty is throwing her full weight behind the underdogs.
Oh, so you reckon Betty could be the Dingle's secret weapon, then?
I have it on good authority that there's a massive picture of Betty hanging in Kuwait to deter Iraqis from invading again.
Seth Armstrong, you said you were going to toilet.
Ah, but fair's fair, love. I didn't say which toilet.
It's a long-standing tradition that Seth helps out on pump cleaning days, Betty. Betty, are you sure you're coming down on the right side, supporting the Dingle?
Oh, it's not so much as backing the Dingles as standing for the principle that everybody is entitled to live under their own roof. And I would like you to be under ours more often.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'll have a pot of tea and a buttered scone, please, Kathy. Oh, congratulations on your performance at the christening. Must have been difficult being the doting godmother. Almost as hard as pretending to be the confident fiancé, what with David being so uncertain about his feelings.
Do you want jam with your scone?
Yes. Might as well have it all.
Well, you don't need 10 guesses to know why they're in the village.
Probably dropped in here after disrupting a hunt on their way to some road protest.
Hey, I tell you, I don't fancy standing shoulder to shoulders with the professionals back there.
It's not to do with looks, judging by the sincerity.
See you later. I think I'll go do the same. Go see how the barricade plans are getting on. So what are you going to get up to then?
I'm remaining here under cover and gathering intelligence.
Right.
Oh, what are you doing in here?
Oh, we've come to exchange some library books. My God, Jack. We're in a pub. Must have taken a wrong turn in.
Have to resort to eating here, then.
Aye, have a look at those behind me. Somebody's got a ring in the nose.
Stay to the rest of them as well. Maybe we have wandered into the wrong establishment after all.
Back again.
Hi.
Not brought the men in the white coats with you?
Well, you might think they should be after me when you hear what I've got in mind.
Yeah.
Sam, stop it off.
Quiet, quiet, everybody. Yes, Nick.
Just heard that the bailiffs are coming first thing in the morning.
We can take anything that they throw at us. Shut up, Butch.
Bailiff's moving in serious stuff. These blokes don't mess about. If anybody's going to fight him, it'll be me.
And me. And me, Dad.
Look, I'm a fist fighter. I'm not proud of that, I'm just saying it. None of you lot are, so don't pretend that you are, you'll get hurt. Now, they'll be looking for any excuse to hit out. Just be careful.
Bill, please. Kathy. That was very pleasant. I think you may have found your niche here, serving cream teas, not having much to think about.
Why are you here? I'll see to it, Dolores. Thank you. I don't want your money, and I don't want you back here. I trust Dave, and I know he doesn't want anything to do with you. In fact, it was me who persuaded him to carry on working at Home Farm.
He had no choice. His family are going to be our tenants, and he's totally dependent on me. Just you remember that.
You may have blackmailed him into your bed, but I know now he's out of your clutches. And I wonder what Frank would say if he knew.
Well, that would be David's family out on their ear now, wouldn't it? Not to mention Frank's heart condition. Could your conscience take it?
What about the tree? I know I'm just a man, and I guess I'll never understand. You've got to put all this behind you.
I never knew this life. But I hope and pray, if we do come back again, that she or he will have better luck next time.
We're closed.
Closed?
Closed.
But I only want to pay for this.
But you can't, can you? Because we're closed.
Viv, what the hell are you doing?
Exercising my right to close my shop whenever I want to and to serve.
I see. It's just a personal grudge against me, is it?
Just as you have the right to make people homeless.
They had no right to be there. And I don't have to justify our actions to evict them. Now I want to buy this magazine, Viv. Don't be ridiculous.
Kim's right, love. You made your point, now just take the money.
Shut up, Vic. You have to learn to take it as well as dish it out, Kim. And as long as you're playing the heavy landlord and evicting people, you are not welcome in this shop. Do I make myself clear?
I'll take it.
I've changed my mind.
I think you might have gone a bit too far there, Viv, taking the Dingle side against the Tates.
And I'm going even further. The Tates have got no right to do what they're doing, so I'm going to be on the barricades tonight to show them where I stand. You can look after the kids.
Sit down. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, just a small one, please, just to be sociable. Now, I've come to see if we can't sort out this little local difficulty.
Your visit is what I think it might be, Alan. You're wasting your time.
Now, since when has a visit between two friends been a waste of time?
When one friend tries to persuade the other not to evict scum like the Dingles.
Well, I have to admit something to that intention.
Then leave before we fall out.
It's not as if I'm on their side. And just let me speak as an impartial observer.
I'm rather disappointed you are impartial, Alan. I'd have thought you would have been on my side.
Look, this business is causing an awful lot of friction. It's dividing the village. It's making you very unpopular, Frank.
If I was worried about my unpopularity, Alan, I wouldn't be where I am today. a reasonably successful businessman who's had to make a lot of tough decisions. I'm trying to develop one of my farmhouses into a holiday let. The fact that they're squatting there is entirely their problem. They have to go.
I mean, surely, Frank, there must be some compromise we could come to restore peace to the village.
I am in the right. It's as simple as that.
Then an awful lot of people are supporting an awful family. Why, Frank?
All sorts of reasons.
Could it be that they're just sticking up for natural justice and that this time you've got it wrong? Think about it.
I am not in the wrong, and I will not back down. I'm going to win this battle, Alan, and I don't give a damn what anyone else thinks.
Now you're being petulant as well as intransigent.
You won't believe this. Viv Windsor wouldn't serve me in the shop. I'm barred.
That's it. I'll buy that shop and have them both thrown out.
Seth, I've been thinking about Biff's rent.
Is he thinking of paying it? That's more to the point.
He will be paying me soon. It's just that he's been under a lot of expense just lately. He's had his bike insurance and all that. No, I was thinking of him being more like family.
Hello?
Hello, love. Have you had a good day?
Yeah, not bad at all, thanks.
We've just been talking about your rent.
Yes, well, we'll sort that out in a minute, Seth. Now then, did you manage to see young Linda?
Yeah, I did. And I was going to ask you a favour.
What's that, love?
Do you mind if I ask around? It's just that I think it'd do her good to get out of her own house.
Oh, of course not, love. She's welcome any time. In fact, why don't you ask around for a tea? I've always got a few cakes on the go.
All right, thanks, Betty. I'll go and see her.
You can invite round who you like, love. Within reason.
That's nice to know. Thanks.
Because I regard you more as family than just a lodger. Oh, and I don't want you worrying about the rent because I know you've had a lot of expenses just lately.
Yeah, I know, but I'm managing to sort it out.
In fact, I don't want rent anymore. No, now that you're more like an adopted son to us, I think it's a bit impersonal, is rent. So in future, we'll call it keep.
Dad, how do you think it's going to go? Be honest with me now, you're talking to me.
Well, we're Nelly. No doubt about it. Look, Frank Tate's got everything, so he's got it all to lose. We've now, so what the hell? Not to be frightened of. Even if the jailers will not be that bothered. Only way we can be beaten is if they kill us. They're not going to do that.
Just pulled this off the barricade. Wasn't serving any purpose, really. I haven't got any more like it, have you?
At least 4 more around somewhere. Are they worth out?
No, not really. Just might go with the table I've got. Pity to see them get broken. I'll tell you what, under these difficult circumstances, I'll give you $5 each for them.
20 each.
Out of the question, boy. 7?
70, the lot.
50.
Done. Be able to buy some ale now. Get us through the night.
That was a lovely cake, Betty. Thanks.
You're welcome, love. In fact, you're welcome any time. I've told Biff he must treat this place as his home and invite round who he likes.
Especially good-looking young women.
Who will definitely be safe with this old codger.
Well, shall I give you a hand with the washing up, then?
No, thanks, love, but you can help Biff, because he's on duty today. No, me and Seth have pledged ourselves to drive back the forces of capitalism and stand in the way at Dingle's being evicted. I've made fairy cakes.
And I've got a blunderbuss to fire them from.
To feed the demonstrators. No, we're supposed to be joining forces with Nellie Dingle to do catering, but she's no idea.
We'll leave you to it, love.
Aye. It's been delightful to have you, Linda. And think on, love. It's not the past or the future that counts. It's now.
They deserve all the bother they get. I don't know about living in that farm for 3 generations. They've been in trouble for that long, at least.
Well, I wish it was all over and we could move in next door.
We've got a big list. Hope you can handle it, Terry.
We couldn't handle our tea, no?
Hey, you can pay for this lot, can you?
We've got a cheque from Eric Pollard. Or half a ton of loose change?
I'll have the change.
Any second thoughts about tomorrow?
None whatsoever. I've never been so sure of anything in my life.
We'll show them.
What's that? Hey, that could be the bailiffs.
Come on, get in, everybody. Get in. Come on. It's only Sam and Butch. We brought booze back.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be
livelier.
Shut up, Howard. Sam. Standing by the waterside.
Get in the house.
We shall not be moved.
Which episode of Midsummer Murders is ITV3's most wanted? Tune in Saturday at 7 to find out if your favourite is the one.